to back two this evening. Light contact over 5 1-minute rounds of action for the BLCC Midland area title at under 70k. So would you please welcome first, into the red corner, fighting out of mat, James the Hurricane Houston.
I was trying to keep the shots of root. I was trying to keep the shots of Van Basten. I'm doing outward, so I'm doing blasting. Grand head running around because I gassed them. Run for the little war when I'm blasting.
And would you welcome his opponent into the blue corner, fighting out of the BKA, Jamie Bray. Five 1-minute rounds to the BLCC Midland area title. Houston in the red, Bray in the blue.
Big occasion, still BLCC rules and regs. Nice light control techniques.
So our second light contact title of the evening is for the BLCC Midlands under 70k area title. In the red corner, James the Hurricane Houston representing MAC, and in the blue, fighting out of BKA, Jamie Brain. And once again, this will be 5 1-minute rounds. And as we saw in the first bout, Kasim straight out, straight into the centre. That's the adrenaline for a title fight at this age, isn't it?
Yeah, I think both fighters will try and go after a nice head kick there.
And again, when we get to this level and this amount of adrenaline, the control is something that will really have to be looked at now, isn't it?
Especially for the BLCC.
So a very fast pace from both young men.
You can see straight away James on his movement.
And again, a lot of support for both young men, and very verbal as they come forward, the supporters, as they should be, and a very fast pacing this 5 rounds.
I think Jamie Brain has just got it in his head just to close him down and just stay on him.
Yes, and as he was closing James Houston down, there was a nice round kick from James in the defensive mode, and a very fast start, as you said, from Jamie Brain, looking to shut James Houston right down.
Yeah, I think James Houston has tried to get his movement going straight away and land the cleaner techniques.
Whereas Jamie is trying to just almost like bully him out of his stride, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's just trying to keep that work rate on him and stay on his chest.
So a very interesting opening round. And again, as we stressed, 4 more rounds to go at this pace. But we saw in our previous light contact bout that tends to settle down after those nerves have left you for the opening round. I mean, it's a big stage, it's for a title, and you can almost expect that in the opening round. Just a bit, you know, you're just happy to get back to the stool, and then we can start really working on them.
Yeah, it'd be good now to see though, because it's 1-minute round, so I think fitness-wise, I think both fighters know they could keep up a high pace.
So 2 of 5, and let's see if that pace will continue as they go once again. And straight away, Jamie Brain, he set out his stall, as you rightly said in the first round, Kasim, but good movement from James Houston. And he's got nice legs, hasn't he?
He has. I think that's why he's using a lot of that movement to get them legs in from range.
And again, Jamie Brain looking to shut his opponent down, chase him. But as we saw there, again, as you rightly said in the first, James Houston is really trying to create room for himself and get the movement and the cleaner shots, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Where James just trying to close him down and just stay on him. I think it's a hard one for the judges because the BLCC do score movement and defence as well as offense.
And rightly so, because it's an art in itself, because that was one of the things with yourself as well. You were so hard to hit and you prided yourself on that, but you could still be aggressive and score the points, but defence is so important as well.
It is. I think I always went with the game plan of hit and not be hit, because I'm quite tall for my weight too, but at the same time I did love fighting in the inside as well.
Wow, that round just flew by, but I think we saw a lot more of what James Houston is capable of in that second round.
He is. It looks like he's keeping up that good movement and throwing them long range kicks.
And Jamie Brain, we've seen him sit out his stall. He's stuck to it. Do you feel he's having success with it? Walking him down, trying to work hard when he's on the inside. Is it enough to take these rounds?
I feel it is a hard one for the judges, but I feel if Jamie can keep up that pace, it's just a question of can Jamie Houston keep on moving away from him?
Well, we've got 3 left to find out, and it has been at a really fast pace indeed. But as Kasim said, with their age and the 1 minute rounds, both young men should be capable. And I don't see any signs of fatigue there, Kasim.
No. I think Jamie Brain is going to stick with the same game plan, get close to him, keep that high work rate.
So you can hear the support for both young men here. Oh, straight out of the movies. 360 there, Kasim. And it's brought this one to life for the fans. Jamie Brain, though, as we saw in the first 2, just tried to walk straight through it and carry straight on with his game plan.
Yeah, I think he will keep this up for 5 rounds.
James Houston there showing the flamboyance that goes alongside the movement. But to his credit, Jamie Brain's just blanked it out and just continued flying forward, looking to throw at every opportunity.
He is. He's getting success with them hands now.
I was just about to say, for the first time when he backed James Houston up, he worked the hands, body and head, and did a very good job. And he is more effective when he's got James against the ropes, isn't he?
He is. I think you can see James slowing down now.
And again, what I like about Jamie's work when he has got James against the ropes is it's up and down, and he lands both. Now for me, that was a big turnaround, because it all started from James's 360 and showing his flamboyance, and then suddenly James decided, I'm not having any more of this.
Yeah, and like we both said, he is keeping up that work rate and staying on him. I think he got more success in that round.
I do indeed as well, and it was with James back against the ropes that Jamie, using more of the punches, body and head, and with the up and down movement, he got through cleanly on both occasions.
Yeah.
So interesting, with 2 rounds to go, a big turnaround. Jamie Brain's tactics beginning to take their toll, we feel here, with just 2 rounds left. And what I like as well, Kasim, is there's been a lot of energy and it's been really high octane. But Neil Kelly, our referee, hasn't had to worry about the actual contact either.
Yeah. Now that's the thing with the BLCC, they always promote that good, clean technique without the power. I think just sets fighters up perfect for going into full contact.
So 4 of 5. And there's the dexterity of James Houston. But Jamie Brain having none of it. We know what he's going to do. He's done it for the previous 3 rounds. And again, as James Houston went for that technique, Jamie just shuts him down.
That's where he's getting all his success now. That high work rate.
And he's frustrating what we can see is an obviously good technician.
Yeah. I think coming up against a fighter with such good legs and movement, I think that's how you would have to beat him.
But that dynamic will change again, won't it, Kasim, when they get to full contact. James Houston might come into his own again in full contact when you don't come forward with that such pace, because the shots are more powerful.
Yeah.
He won't have to deal with this quite as much, will he?
No, of course. And then the thing about in full contact too, can Jamie Brain go forward like he is face first?
Good point there. So these things will adapt from the light continues to the full contact, but at the moment they're giving this a superb light contact bout, and for the first time, right in that last 30 seconds, James Houston stood and traded in the centre of the ring with Jamie, rather than allowing himself to be pushed back.
Yeah, I think Jamie Houston knows that he has to do that at points now, because he can't just keep on moving, because Jamie Brain is closing him down.
And it will take a toll on the judges, won't they, when they see the fighter coming forward, pushing your man back, his back to the ropes. It was a good call from James Houston, but again, for me, that makes round 4 a very difficult round.
Yeah, definitely a hard one to judge, because you've got James landing the cleaner techniques with the good footwork, but then you got the high work rate off Jeremy Brain. So James come out more confident going into this last round.
Yes, 5th and final round of an absorbing title fight from these two young men. And it's whether James Houston will agree to stay in the centre of the ring and trade with Jamie. Oh. Well, he said he's still there. He was, and then again, Jamie flies across to him.
That's it.
And I think if Jamie Brain can keep this up and keep James Houston there, but a good movement from James Houston to turn that around. This 5th round, a different start altogether from both men, Kassim.
Yeah, it is. I think James Houston knows that he has to stay with him a bit more and trade.
And the crowd know it as well. And we wondered about the staying power. Well, both young men have actually stepped it up, and the front kick from James Houston there to the face of Jamie Brain. We know where Jamie Brain wants to be. But Kassim, you're right. James Houston has decided he's got to stay with him. Work for work.
Yeah. And the good thing is he is still landing them clean techniques too. Nice body kick from Jamie Brain there.
So this 5th round could still be absolutely vital.
Strong finish from Jamie Brain here.
Yes, Jamie Brain. This is where I feel James Houston doesn't really want to be, and Jamie Brain, to his credit, has done his best to keep him there this whole bout. And Kaz, for me, this is how the judges want to go. Do they go on the sheer work rate or the cleanness of technique? I wouldn't want to be a judge on this one.
I definitely wouldn't too.
Announcement for 2 fights in a row. Non-stop action across 5 rounds. Let's take a break. And these fighters have taken us to a split decision. But the Midland area belt goes around the waist of the young man from the red